How's it going, everybody? This is Sunaak here, back for another episode of Pokemon LeafGreen. In the last episode, we took care of everything in Saffron City and arrived here to the Seafoam Islands. We took the south route of Fuchsia City and we surfed all the way over here, so that's where we came from in the last episode. And now let's go ahead and head into the Seafoam Islands. Gotta love those 16-bit sprites and designs and stuff, so it's always really nice to see. But the Seafoam Islands is a brand new little mini dungeon. It's optional, but it is one way to get to the next city or the next town that we're trying to get to, which is Cinnabar. But I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, good. I have one up. But this is it's an optional place. You don't have to come through here. You can surf south of Pallet Town in order to get to the next town, or I mean the next town. Yeah, no, the island is actually what it's called, Cinnabar Island. But anyway, there were a couple of Pokemon that I missed in the last episode for the bios. So why don't we go ahead and look at them right now? Starting off with Tentacool. He's the one that you can actually find on routes 19 and 20 as you're surfing here. So Tentacool is a very good Pokemon, actually, despite it being extremely common. So the thing about Tentacool is that it's a very speedy special wall. Its special defense is at base 120 while its speed is at 100. So it's actually pretty good. And it's a water poison type. So honestly, that's a really good combination that you can utilize two different type of elements, which is pretty nice. I can actually somewhat recommend this Pokemon, but unfortunately by this point in the game, you'll probably have a better water type in my opinion. So I would kind of skip on it, unfortunately. And next up, we actually have the last two Pokemon here, being Seel and Dugong, and they can be found here at the Seafoam Island. The thing about Seel and Dugong, they're a bulky waddy. Oh geez, English is hard. They're a dual typing of water and ice, so it's a good. But honestly, I think by this point they get kind of outclassed by Lapras, unfortunately. So I would not really recommend it. It's a good. It has some good special defense. But like I said, it does get outclassed by the Lapras that you do pick up in Saffron City, unfortunately. It can be a good Pokemon, but honestly, there are better options. So I can somewhat recommend it. Alrighty, here. The thing about this area is that it's a strength puzzle. So honestly, you're going to be pushing a lot of boulders and everything around, obviously. So let's see if we can get this here. Is what you want to do is do that and push that one down as well. And then what that will do is actually block off that path so you can actually surf here now. So it's very nice. And the reason why we wanted to come here is because look at this. We actually have a static encounter with our very first legendary Pokemon. So I highly recommend you save your game right now, because if you knock this thing out, unfortunately, that will be the end of it. So let's go ahead and, well, actually I want to change up the party a bit to make sure I'm well equipped. Yeah, I'll lead with Totoro, why not? So let's go ahead and fight this thing. Alrighty, so now we have Articuno, our very first legendary Pokemon at level 50. This thing is going to be extremely high leveled, as you can tell. It has some great defenses. Well, now I'm talking about its bio. It has some great defenses, but it's unfortunately weak 4 times to rock due to its dual typing of ice and flying. Its other weaknesses do include fire and electric, and as well as steel. So honestly, you need to be very careful with how you use it. Honestly, it's not the best of the legendary trio here that we have in Kanto. Its ability is actually pretty interesting. It's pressure, and what pressure does is that it makes the opponent use 2 PP out of a move instead of 1. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it's actually pretty crazy. And unfortunately for this Pokemon, it only learns 9 moves out of its level up moves, and it's extremely crazy for a legendary Pokemon to only learn that little. And especially since the TMs are really not that great, so I would say that it has a very shallow move pool. And it's really not that worth it, unfortunately. It's still a really cool legendary, and it's a really good Pokemon still, but it's not the best, unfortunately. So, alrighty, so I'm going to capture these legendary Pokemon, and obviously I'm not going to be using it for the team because, I mean, I already have my full team, and I don't like using legendaries. I went ahead and stocked up on some Pokeballs, so let's go ahead and use an Ultra Ball and see how it's going to treat us. Okay, yeah, it's going to be that way. Oh no. I was kind of hoping that Totoro would get the paralysis, but I was going to use one more, but I didn't want to risk it. Oh my gosh, this is going to take a while. So yeah, that's the thing about these legendary encounters. Every legendary Pokemon is going to give you a hard time. So honestly, status moves are going to be your best friend when it comes to these. So that's why I'm happy that I have Lotus and Totoro, who both have sleep-inducing moves, so it's good. But man, this Pokemon is not gonna go down easily. You can keep setting up your agilities. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I want to see if I can get someone to lower it a little more. Let me see if I can get Lotus to lower it, because it does resist grass, but I am putting Lotus in a very dangerous position here. Let's go ahead and put it to sleep. I hope Lotus can live this one. It should live it. And what was I saying? It's a legendary Pokemon. Well, I should have kept Totoro there, but he's asleep now. I'll go for Amaterasu, and I'll do a quick attack because that won't knock it out. And I don't want to burn it because it will kill it. I can go for a couple more. Well, I don't want to go couple. Oh, just please don't crit it, Amaterasu. I don't want to do this all over again. Okay, good. I think... Oh my god. I want to push it for one more. I want to push it, but at the same time, I'm scared. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I was going to do one more just to be a little greedy, but... hopefully I can get Totoro to wake up. Go ahead and see here. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I showed this off on screen, but you can actually use the Poke Flute for sleeping Pokemon, and it will actually play the jingle in the battle, which is actually pretty cool. And you can actually wake up your Pokemon mid-battle, so you never need to use Awakenings ever again. So that's great. And it does not only work for your Pokemon, but it actually works for every single Pokemon on the field. So just be cautious of that. Come on, Lotus. I mean Lotus. I'm remembering him. Let's go ahead and chuck another Ultra Ball at it while it's trying to go to sleep. Just to be funny, let's do a Pokeball. Watch this work. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay, no, it was trolling me. That's how it goes, man. You spend all your money on Ultra Balls, they get wasted, and then it just takes that one Pokeball. Personally, I always used to challenge myself and only permitted myself to use Pokeballs to capture the legendary Pokemon in. Oh my god, is it gonna work now? Okay, I'm gonna try one more. The Pokeballs have been giving me pretty good luck here. That's why I stocked up on so many, just so I could be funny and try to capture it in a Pokeball. And now it's gonna stop jiggling. Come on. Come on. Let's do a great ball just to increase it a little bit. Let's see which ball it prefers. Hopefully it will actually catch in this one to match its color. But no. Come on, Articuno, stay asleep. This is the moment where, oh my god. Oh, wow. Lotus. I mean, why am I saying Lotus? Totoro. Totoro. Oh my god, wow, that was crazy. Man, this Articuno's out to get me. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use someone to kind of fodder, be his little death fodder. Let's go ahead and use Poseidon to kind of resist the ice beams. I'm hoping we can catch it before it actually uses up its PP, because I don't want it to struggle itself to death. Yeah, get your leftovers. Okay, so I don't think I have any full heals or anything for Totoro. I actually do have a full restore. Why not? I'll just use it because we can buy some more later at the game. At the end of the game, actually, so. Yeah, do your mist. Oh, wait, no, I think what mists does... It resets that, does it? No, I need to see what it does. I think mist might actually prevent status moves, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so I'm going to use another Pokeball here. Let's do an Ultra Ball. Just in... Yeah, I'm done playing with this Articuno. Oh my god, this Articuno's going to be the worst thing ever. And just to think that there are more of these legendaries. Not gonna lie, I might get a little salty of how long this might take, if it faints too. Come on, Articuno! Come on! You know you want to be in this Pokeball, and just be shoved into my PC and never used. Come on. I think that's better than being out in the wild. Come on. Alright. Oh, just one. This is literally... We should teach kids how to count with just them trying to try to capture a legendary and use that as like a counting method for them, so that way they can get used to counting to at least 3. Oh, come on. This is the... I mean, I actually really... I enjoy it, despite how tedious it can be, but like I love the struggle that they give, because it's truly a legendary Pokemon. It's the only one in the game, so you know they can't make it easy for us. And that was the thing about the later games, that not that I was super disappointed in, but you missed the kind of like the really the struggle that you used to have to go through it growing up. But now they increased the capture rate, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Black and White are the ones that don't even let you progress until you capture the legendary. So I thought it was kind of funny, but I mean, then again, that legendary was part of the story, so it makes sense. And this gen, I don't even think any of the legendaries, yeah, no, none of the legendaries are part of the story. They're all optional, which is crazy. Come on, Articuno. Jeez, this is gonna take forever. Alright, he's getting a lot more critical hits than I thought he would get. Yes, please, and then we'll put it to sleep with Totoro. Come on, Totoro. I hope that still works. Okay, so the yawn went through, so it should still work. Alrighty, let's go for another Pokeball here. Oh my god. Yeah, at least it's just gonna keep doing mist for a little bit. Hopefully with it asleep, it should capture this time, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Come on, come on. Ugh, I should just stop using Pokeballs. 1, 2, 3. Yes, finally. Nice. So we caught the Articuno. A legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear to doomed people who are lost in icy mountains. Very, very nice. I think Articuno is one of my favorite designed Pokemon, or between the legendary birds. I just love how like graceful it is, I guess. So now that that's done, we need to try to get out of here now. So that was one of the main attractions for the Seafoam Islands. So now that that's out of the way, we need to continue with these strength puzzles. So that way we can go ahead and stop the flow of the water. So that way we can go ahead and get out of here. If I'm not mistaken, it's probably up this way. And then up this second ladder over here. Yes, because there are some hidden items around this place. So it's kind of worth it to just go around and collect as much as you can, because some of them are worth selling. Let's see if we can find some more good ones. Another revive here, which is very nice. Another thing to like note is that you can find the evolved versions of Slowpoke, which is Slowbro, and then I think you could also find Psyduck here, if I'm not mistaken, too, depending on which version you're playing. But we already talked about them in one of the other episodes, so that's why I didn't go over the bio now. Okay, so push this boulder down here. Do it again. This is the only a little annoying thing about it, is that you have to keep constantly reusing it every time you go down one floor. And it's more annoying, especially when it's just one. But at least they were very courteous about it. It made it super close to the next hole. Alrighty. Thank you. Awesome. So now we should actually be done here. Okay, don't get encounter. Of course, last step to the ladder. Okay, cool. It's one of the new Pokemon that I went over. But no thank you. Okay. And then just keep going up the ladders here. And no encounter. Very nice. So cool. We got here to Route 20 again. So what else is here? Seafoam Islands again. I'm going to put another repel because we're going to have to surf. Alrighty. Thank you, Poseidon. Yeah, and then from here it should be smooth sailing. There are a lot of trainers around here. I'm actually going to save those for off-screen training because there's quite a bit, and they're actually really good experience for this level because I think they're all in like the lower to mid 30s range. So that's very nice. And with that, we made it to Cinnabar Island. This is where our next gym is. So unfortunately, I think it's locked. Yeah, the door is locked. So I want to go heal up real quick. Alrighty, now that I'm all healed up, I just decided to cut in here because if you talk to this lady, she says, I came to visit the Cinnabar gym, but the door is locked tight. There should be a key for it somewhere. Could it be in that burnt out mansion? The gym leader's friend used to live there, they say. So that kind of actually gives us and sets up for the next episode because yes, I'm gonna end it right here. Because yeah, we actually got through the Seafoam Islands. I'm sorry if it feels like we didn't really go through too much, but we did capture a legendary Pokemon, and I don't want to go ahead and tackle the next dungeon until the next episode. So in the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and explore Cinnabar Island and show what it has here, because apparently there's a burnt out mansion. So why don't I step in front of it before we end here? So yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna explore this mansion, which actually should have a name, I believe. Cinnabar Island. No, that's just the island. Anyway, I'll see you guys then.